What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, and I've got a little squad builder today for you guys. And I've already got it built here so that you can see, right now all the players that I've used. I'm just gonna quickly go through why this is such a good squad. And I made this because I recently sold a lot of players because their values were up, so I didn't have that many players to build a team around in the club. Or at least in the leagues that I sold those players in. But I did notice, that I had all of these players in the club, except for Xabi Alonso there, and it really goes together pretty well. And we'll start off with the front three, which is incredible. Thiago here, I packed in a two-player pack back when they had the 82 plus rated player thing. So yeah, that's where I got him. And then Villa, you can't get any more. Same with Juan Fran if you didn't already get them, but you could just go get their normal versions. Maybe throw an attributes card on them. But David Villa, one of the main players in the squad, one of the players that I built the squad around, he's got 34 goals and 10 assists in 37 games for me. Which, considering that I'm not that good at FIFA, I'm only in Division 5 now, and I'm kind of stuck. I mean, if I play consistently, I could go up to Division 3, which is the highest I've been. I'm pretty sure. But, Division 5 is pretty much where I stay. And then we have Torres here, who his stats are pretty decent, all-around stats for a striker. And in-game, I would say those are pretty accurate. He does feel a little quicker than that, and his dribbling is insane in-game. So yeah, those two up front are amazing. Obviously a little bit older now, past their primes, but two players that I really liked watching in real life and really like in FIFA. And then Thiago here as well. He's got the 5-star skills. He's an incredible player, and he's only worth actually 37k right now. So I definitely recommend buying him. And then Iñaki Williams and Heise on the wings. Not great, but not bad. I mean, just kind of average players. There's not really too many other players you could put in those positions to make this squad work chemistry-wise. But then Xabi Alonso is an absolutely amazing player. He's only got 33 pace, which immediately turns off, I'm sure, 80% of people at least. But he feels quicker than that in game. I mean, he feels like he's got 60 pace, I would say. But his long shots are incredible. And his defending as well. He's only got 76 defending, but he just kind of sits back there and, is a rock. In the defense, and yeah, he can bang one. He scored 2 long shots in the games that I played with him. I played 5 or 6 games. And then Juan Fran at right back. You could even go for somebody like DeMarcos here if you didn't already have this Juan Fran, or you could just buy Juan Fran's normal card. And then Bartra and Toprak in the center defense. Bartra is a decent player. I mean, I could have went and got someone better, but I didn't really feel like spending any coins. When he's got stats like those. I mean, 73 pace, 84 defending, not that great at physical, but he does make up for it a little bit with passing and dribbling ability, which I do prefer my defenders to have. Yeah, that's another reason I have Toprak, although again, I already have him in the club. And then Bernat here, another surprising player. Him and Alonso both surprised me. Bernat is a really good left back for some reason. Those stats just don't look that appealing, and I really liked him in FIFA 16 as well. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the way that I play. Maybe he's just got good in-game stats. I'm not sure, but he's a great player. Leno in goal was, pretty average. I mean, he does have a decent amount of saves to make, considering, I mean, the reason that I struggle in FIFA is mainly because of my defense. My defense is shocking. In divisions, I average almost 2 goals a game conceded, which is really high. But yeah, I mean, he did a decent enough job back there. And then I've got this bench as well, and it is included in the price. As you can see by the title, this card is going to cost about 150,000 coins. That's a little bit towards the lower side. It's going to cost you anywhere between 140,000 and 180,000, depending on when you build it. I mean, Torres could go up in value or down in value massively, depending on stuff like real-life events, or maybe bigger YouTubers doing a review of him. But right now he's 60,000 coins. Wouldn't necessarily say he's worth it, but he is a decent enough player. I mean, I paid 30,000 coins for him. I'm probably going to sell him after this. I really just wanted to use him because I love Torres in real life. But yeah, back to the bench. Valero here, another player who's played a lot of games for me. 55 games played, 12 goals, 10 assists. Most of those games are played at center mid in a 4-3-3. The holding one with the center forward. The two center mids, a center defensive midfielder, and a center forward. Yeah, most of those appearances are in that position. He's a really good player. He's got pretty decent stats as well, but he's only 83 rated. I'm sure he gets looked past by a lot of players. He does play for Spain, and he is in the Serie A, so those are two, places where there's a lot of other midfielders to choose from. But he's he's a nice cheap midfielder. I bought him for 4,400. He's worth like 3,000 or less right now, I think, maybe even lower. I don't know. But yeah, pretty cheap. And then Delafeu, another player that really surprised me. He actually got 2 goals and 1 assist in 4 games off the bench, which is pretty decent. For a right mid coming in, around the 70th minute, or when each of those, like around the time that he came on each of those times. And then Asamoah, another player who's played a lot of games for me. Always have him on the bench, almost always that is, when I'm playing with pretty much any squad. He just has really decent stats. 80 pace, 82 dribbling are the high ones, and then he's got 71 or higher for everything else. He's a great all-around player. He's got high work rates. And he's got 12 goals and 16 assists in 45 games for me, and probably about 15 of those have been as a substitute. So that is pretty damn impressive. I bought him for 2,000 coins a while back. I'm sure he's worth discard value now. Maybe not because of the Serie A squad builder challenges that just came out, but yeah, he's going to be pretty cheap. So yeah, that is the squad. If you guys want me to try out any other players, you can let me know. I'm probably going to do more squad builder challenges in the future. I like trying out different squads. Especially now, I've got a pretty decent amount of coins, so I kind of want to try some really top quality players. I almost have enough for Messi, so I could see if I can get Messi in and do a little review of him. I've only had Messi in one FIFA, Messi or Ronaldo. I've only had one of them in any FIFA ever, and it was FIFA 10 is the only time that I could afford either, and it was Messi. He wasn't great then, but FIFA 10. There was a lot of other great players to choose from. But yeah, just, leave a comment if there's any specific players you want me to try. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more FIFA content out daily in some form or another. And I will see you guys next